Did you have a dinner with him that you heard Donovan describe here, a dinner in a Chinese restaurant?
Yes.
Was there some conversation at that dinner about being close and having no secrets?
Yes.
Did Donovan tell you something in that conversation?
Yes. I could tell that something was coming after some amount of him crying and having a hard time getting out. He told me that he had been molested by his uncle, or I believe it was his uncle, and he told me a little about that and was crying. And
How did you feel?
I felt very bad for him
Why?
because I knew how it felt.
Did you want to help him?
I couldn't help him. I just wanted to comfort him. He felt that made him lesser and weak. I had let him know that the same thing happened to myself and my brother, and that it was okay.
How did you react when you saw him crying and upset?
I don't know if I started crying or almost, but I felt like I couldn't talk.
Why did you feel the need to comfort him?
He was in tremendous pain. I got the impression he hadn't told anybody this before in his life. I was amazed that he had told me.
What was the importance of telling him that it had happened to you? Why did you think that was going to help him?
He was saying it in a way like he couldn't be like me or something like that, and I wanted him to know that it was okay. The same thing had happened to me and to my brother, and that didn't make him anything strange.
Did you
or
feel
weak.
that about yourself, that what had happened to you didn't make you anything strange?
I really hadn't thought about it in a long time. I felt in some comfort myself that something had happened to him, although not really the same thing, but
Why was that comforting, that it had happened to him?
I don't know.
Had you told people before this that you remember, except your mother? Why hadn't you told anybody before?
Partly fear of my dad, for sure, would be one reason I never would. But also, I had stuffed animals, I had these problems with the girlfriends, and I felt so much lesser than my dad. And lots of shameful feelings, embarrassment. Even back when the bedwetting was happening, I constantly was just one thing after another. And I wanted to put this out of my mind. And my dad never brought it up, so I didn't ever tell anybody.
Was it a painful memory?
Obviously very painful, but I really didn't allow myself to think about it until, this my best friend mentioned, talked about this, and he was crying, and I could barely talk, but I felt I couldn't not tell him. I just told him.
Did you do it for him or to make you feel better?
I think I did it for him.
Did it make you feel better to tell him?
I think we both felt a lot better, for sure.
Did that make you even closer?
Oh, yes, much closer after that.